What's up, guys? I hope everybody has enjoyed their week. I know most of the content that I showcase tends to be presented by the weekend. It's just kind of what we've been doing, right? But it doesn't mean that I'm distancing myself from the game by any means. Clearly we've been playing as much as possible. 20 games in the last week. 108 all season. We got 3 hours before the pack ends. I'm not gonna do it on stream. I tend to do it in videos as I can, but let's be honest, guys, like, things don't always go as planned, right? So sometimes we end up in situations that I consider futile in a sense. That range is going to be a problem for my plan. But not too much of a problem. We can try to go ahead and take this guy out if possible. Not really, though. Doesn't seem to be possible. So what we'll do is, to prevent us from having to deal with these guys' range, we'll kind of stay out of it for a minute. It would be nice to hit it with a crazy combo, but he knows it's safe. It's the most important part of this. This is acknowledgement of that. I don't see how we could... I mean, I guess we could put Murderwing here. Well, hold on. Let's back Murderwing up for a second, right? This guy's pretty hurt. We could always go... I just don't want to lose Grave at this time. There's reasons for that. I don't want to lose the Murderwing either. This is what we'll do. How interesting is this to be kind of stuck without having any room for movement per se? I know everybody's safe where they are, but it doesn't give me no advantage. That's the only problem. That 19 would be nice for that 18 if there's just a way to get them up there. I would like to have him protected, but we just got to be patient with it. So pretty much we just back him up for now. Kind of hold down the whole spot. Maybe loop this guy around and end up, because he's going for that top point regardless. Grave can sit right here for now. I think I'm gonna leave him there. I'm just gonna kind of chill where I am. I don't see any reason to feel threatened to move abruptly by any means. The stage has completely changed, man. Like, look at this one. This is a clear loss, and we do have some losses to go over. I plan on doing it real soon. Once I develop the sort of time required to go over these. It's been a little frustrating because the realization that a lot of the level systems are just going to end up against you regardless, especially when you're behind. There's only so much you can do about it though. Just being real with you. You can try to change the way the game is designed, but it's only gonna work but so much. We don't need him there necessarily. We can put him here. But then he's gonna get attacked by this, which I can see the issue here. So let's go ahead and take advantage of having the boost now. Go ahead and get that smack in. We gotta watch out for that jar. Let's go ahead and get him out of there. I'm sure there is fire here, which it makes me not want. If I'm gonna do that, then I might as well not do the buff, right? What I am gonna do is I'm gonna come right down here. I'm gonna prevent this guy from making any rash decisions. I'm gonna come down here. I'm gonna pull out a 1. Just grab that middle once again. I'm gonna go here with it. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna go here with it. Nah, not exactly. I'll leave him here. I don't see the point. I don't want to give him a angle to chip off with. I'm gonna stack the rest. There's no point in trying to go cheap on a big map like this. Hey JB, what's going on, dog? But with the kind of the concepts I've been seeing lately, there's only been so much you're gonna be able to do with certain situations. You can bring out some versatility of your own. I would like to stack since that's what he's doing. I don't see him being able to really take out my toe at this point, but he does have that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move all the way up. You never know when those traps are gonna activate. We're gonna get prepared for a little bit of a annihilation. You know he's gonna bring out some pressure. Now that we did a little bit of farming, let's hop into our arena match, man, and get started. We got some... Oh, I like the small maps, man, not gonna lie. I do like the small maps, especially because rotation hasn't been in my favor lately. I feel like I've been getting some of those newer maps a lot. Couldn't find me on Discord. I am, I've been kind of absent on Discord lately. I think I need to branch out a little bit more before I kind of continue down the same path that I have been. Basically, it's kind of difficult to figure out what exactly I would like to do. I don't know what direction I've been interested in going in lately, but I will figure that out. Let's put this guy here. No point in trying to play it all safe. I love the game. I love a lot of the new aspects to it. I just feel as if there's kind of a neglected portion on what really, it just goes unnoticed in my opinion. A lot of the stuff that is typically already brought to mind, especially with the game design itself. Like they've been bringing out contests, they've been doing a number of things that overall have seemed to be very hyper focused on bringing out a newer audience. But if you look at the grand scale of things, most of the audience are veterans, most of the audience are people in the higher rankings. The game just doesn't seem really beginner friendly, and I want to dive into this and talk more about it at some point, but I might just do that in a video. I don't really have the time to rush into it on stream. I would rather have these kind of for a certain aspect, but I think that if we really brought things into perspective, into a larger scale of things, maybe there would be a way to start contributing in a higher fashion. To what most people consider I don't want to bring out a murder wing necessarily. I think Sucky isn't a bad idea. Oh yeah, man, we definitely need another collab at some point. Maybe like some game referencing or something like that. Even what I think we have done something in the past. I can't really recall. I know I was in a Discord with like 5 other phobie content creators, but a lot of people fell off with the game, unfortunately. There we go. That's going to be a pretty decent trade, the 3 and 3, but he's going to go for the 2 as well. He decides to pull out a 1 though, which I find kind of interesting. Let's see what we can do about that. We know for a fact we want to take out the murder wing right now. We could bring out a snowball of our own. 540 wouldn't be a bad idea. Let's go up in the middle. Kind of bop this dude a little bit. No, let's go on with the snowball. He doesn't have a snowball of his own. 124, 130. That's not a terrible trade. I'm thinking about going in with the boom right now, because he would have to back away for certain. Which is exactly what I think I'm going to do. Just to create a little bit of distance. He stacked a 5, which makes sense why he decided to pull out the 1 cost here. I'm going to kind of separate everybody a little bit. I don't mind taking out this guy now. But it's not always the play. Let's see what they got for me. They would have to close in on deep range just to make something happen. I think I'm gonna back up. Gives it a good, wide range of what we could possibly do here. Let's put boom up there just in case so we can at least cap the middle if necessary. I kind of want to stack too, man. I kind of do. But I need some type of defense. He's got two 1-cost right now. I think I'm just gonna stack completely. Seems to be the best idea for the moment. We definitely see a sort of trade we expected at this point. Going in for the sucky, taking that out so that he can have the key advantage. Healing up the jar, getting it out of the way from momentary advantage isn't a bad idea necessarily. He's gotta watch out for these caps though. It can lead to a momentary distraction he is not prepared for. With all this being kind of the initiating response, I wouldn't mind handling his flood in a way. $22 isn't a bad form of health, but I'm not sure I want to go that big. 5 costs wouldn't be too terrible, but there's not much to do with that. We could go Baba Yaga in this situation. I'm not sure how it will have an effect. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna honestly go for the health advantage. Nah, I like Klepto, man. I feel like Klepto's really good for this situation right here. He's still got bees. So maybe he'll do something with that. I don't expect too much out of him though. Decides to back everybody up a good bit. Let's go ahead and bring out a jar. I don't want him to ignore my boom. Still got bees though. Bees are in fact still online. Where was I at? So let's go here. Hit him with the boom.
That's what I call crowd control.
Go ahead and get this guy out of the way. We did not have enough time, which is gonna bite because I feel like he's gonna get the advantage he really needed. I needed that guy gone. Interesting. These are the things, man, that happen when you don't do what you need to do. You gotta make this stuff happen, one way or another. He seems pretty distracted in his own way as well. He didn't really go for the hit like he should have.
That is the mark of a master.
I wish we could hit this guy now, but it's too late to really try to have any regrets. I think I'm gonna go in with some pressure. Losing that wolf off gate is problematic for sure. He could throw it all at me, but he just doesn't have the damage necessary for Klepto right now. And while he has way too many phobies out, I think that's going to be his downfall. Because we can do this. We can body block too, which is crazy good right now. Where were we at with the unicorn? Okay, so we are in fact going to body block. We're gonna get him right here to finish this jar off. Let me get him over here.
A fine retort.
Just keep that guy protected if possible. It might not be. We just have not had enough time to do anything we need to do, man. We gotta move faster than that, baby. I'm telling you, this is what happens when you dang, you're gone for so long. We're definitely gonna suffer. Most definitely gonna suffer. I don't have a problem with it though. I feel like it's all gonna just be one type of learning experience in the end. I think we were too worried about trying to protect people. We didn't want to admit that this could become a problem for us. Let's go ahead and get rid of the cat. We cannot. We can't even get rid of the cat, which is crazy. I would really like to focus on trying to get rid of the jar. He's gonna body block, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. We know the whole game's kind of down the drain right now. Having a whole week without playing is just taking a toll for sure.
That is the master.
There we go. The finish off. That's it. Good job, my guy. Good job. Definitely took the advantage. All those mistakes left me for nothing, man. Those mistakes really got me good. It's a bit of a distraction too, if you think about it, having whoa, that's crazy. There we go. I hope we've been kind of moving in a positive direction though, as far as growing the channel, because of the simple fact that I have been away for so long. We haven't had a chance to really interact with the people that are new here. Now, I know I typically have a select few of you guys that constantly come in and hang out. You guys know who you are. Chance, Chris, you know, Arnhem. Never going to forget about Primal. But even Dane and JB, you know, y'all come in, y'all do your thing. It's much appreciated. But I haven't had the time to really try to grow the channel in the direction that I want it to go. There's only but so much I can add to it right now with the schedule that I have. It has nothing to do with work necessarily. Work is very time consuming, but you gotta have time for the things that are important to you as well, you know? I'm not really sure what this guy's doing. He seems to be a little distracted. But hopefully this isn't going to be just a throwaway game, because that would be very unfortunate. In fact, I think that's exactly what this is. So I'm not even going to make a turn. I'm just going to end my turn off gate. Seems like that's it. I don't think he's here. But like I was trying to talk to y'all about, with the possibility of gaining new phobies, I've watched some other content creators' videos and their opinions on this, as well as their own experiences. See, I kind of waited until I gathered a good collection, as well as a I wouldn't call it RNG, but I wanted to wait for matchmaking to recognize, because your collection does have a lot to do with your matchmaking experience as well. Let a lot of, yeah, JB, for sure, man. Like, you've got to branch out, you know? I don't really get into my personal life much, but moving down to South Carolina has really changed the way I do a lot of things. So we have what we consider kind of like a reputation in this community. Everybody kind of knows everybody, so anything you do is noticed. I do recognize what you're saying about having a bit of a backward, yeah, I figured he surrendered. Bit of a backward kind of backlash with a lot of it, but it's been a roller coaster for me, guys. Those of you that know, that really stick with the channel, you know that I now have guardianship over my brother, and I have been taking care of him for the last few months. It's been wild. It's been extremely interesting to see how people do certain stuff, how they interact with each other, how they allow everybody to see them. I've definitely noticed a change in everyone's opinion on the game. the game has, and especially with the devs, a lot of people have reached out and tried to get, like, I just really want to see a unique, like, I thought the packs were unique, right? I found it interesting, but I want to see a bit of a transition towards singling certain phobies out. Like, let's do like a seasonal roulette where a lot of the stuff that doesn't normally get noticed kind of can make an impact. I want to see, like, give people one draft. Doesn't have to be anything huge, just one draft where we can bring out, let's say, a once a week type thing, right? And it doesn't have to be every 28 days. It could be a weekly thing. Like, say somebody doesn't have, for me it's Noxious. Like, Noxious and Smiley are two of the main rare phobies I have not been able to acquire yet. I feel like I don't even really care for the newer phobies. I just want the meta to stretch a little bit. Like, you got Alaster and a lot of these. Rocket Man, Scritch. I don't really care for Octonauti, but, you know, Fire Ant, for example. Let's make it to where rare in particular are in this roulette, right? Because even though there's rarities in the game, it's technically on a tier scale, because every rarity you use has a different base attack than the rest of them. Like, it's all about unique exclusiveness. So if we bring out every month, that's 4 different roulettes. So it can go from Blinky to Mount Crushmore to Noxious to, like, you know, just phobies that people really need in order to advance in the game itself. I just want to see more variety, man. It shouldn't take 1,400 hours in the game to get a decent amount. I have plenty of ultra rares. I'm not complaining about my collection personally. I just want to see the game grow. I want to see people hop in, because it's not beginner friendly. It is, the meta does favor pay to win. Like, we've seen this, we've recognized this plenty of times where people have kind of obscured. Let me figure out what I'm gonna do. I kind of want to do something different, because I like to have fun, man. Like, I understand people love meta, I get it, but meta doesn't really get you anywhere. It makes the game very, very boring for a lot of people, man. I like to try to swerve outside of that. Let's see what we can do. I could probably just, I don't want to flood necessarily, but we can cause a little bit of problems for this. We can make him waste this one key right here. Lobs are incredible on this map, but so are trap phobies. Trap phobies tend to, since there's restricted movement on here as it is, they make movement more predictable. If you could force somebody to go ahead and toss out, let's say they're definitely gonna make him throw this away. I'm going to try to play smart and not focus too much on what I've been saying, guys, because I have been a bit distracted trying to get my points across. But I think y'all get what I'm saying. It's been a bit of a downhill slope in a lot of ways. Especially coming back. I feel like I've been kind of forcibly going against yeah, that's what I've been trying to say too, is people think it's the collection, but it has a lot to do with the level of the phobies as well, which was my problem last match. Like, if I'd have had Sucky leveled up more, he would have been able to eat that combo attack. He wouldn't have had such a problem trying to counter what was going on right there. He needs to definitely try to... Okay, yeah, there we go. So we know that's 8. It's roughly 12. It's not a problem necessarily. The draft would definitely make things easier. I completely agree. I think it would make people have a different well, just a different perspective in general. He's bunkered down really well. I like that, like the decision making with that. Yeah, that's the best we can do is for this movement right here. And maybe even kind of wait for him to go in the middle, possibly. Let's bring the jar up. But the draft has to be like a roulette, though. That's my thing. Like, it would have to be based off of rarity in some sense. Oh, he's gonna go for... Yeah, I like that. I like his plan. Nah, I don't know. He's kind of afraid, isn't he? We need to get her over here. Let's go ahead and move him up. Possibly even right here. Wouldn't be a terrible idea. Nah, I want him right here just so his movement isn't restricted. I've been saying for a long time though, if they really want the game to stand out, they've got to have like different game modes that contribute. There's got to be a way to increase. It can't just be one, like, you don't have to add on 2v2s or make it like where the map is just going to be impossible to understand. But if they were to bring out new concepts, man, like, that's just my biggest thing personally, is the concepts. Yeah, that's kind of is what it is. This is kind of how we got to move at this point. Hopefully we got enough time to make this last move. JB, I was wondering how you felt about them coming out with some new ideas on just the leveling system in general. Like I've heard that I don't know for certain because I have been out of the mix for a while, but I've heard the leveling system goes up to 30. I don't necessarily have a problem with that. I find it really confusing on how we could. I feel like it's a bit high. In my opinion, going like it makes it low health phobies are too tanky. That's why you're gonna see the same people at the top. You got the same people that have acclimated to the situation at hand. We're definitely taking out this 4 right now. I know he sees it. I hope he sees it. He wants me to trade my 4 for his though, which isn't a terrible idea, necessarily. Okay. Go ahead and bring Gonzo Bonzo out. He's got a really good flood going on. Having that bad boy up there. See, for phobies like him and the fact that he's just got straight up monsters all over the place, it would be nice. Maybe I don't even want Gonzo here. Kind of just want a 2-key. Yeah, I completely agree with that statement. You'll see a lot of times Vladimir will when he's going against a lower level player, he'll kind of just stop forcing the huge plays. He'll kind of just play any type of way. It's really the only situation. Then you got Hoploy as well, and players like him that. Oh yeah, that's such a good play right there. I'm glad he did that. That's stepping me in the right direction, my boy. The exact direction I need to be. So I was thinking about bringing out Russell, but now that I'm seeing the board the way it is, I don't know, man. I feel kind of strong about trying things out in a different way. I definitely don't want to do that.
Damage grows like a blossom.
I guess we can let Snowball kind of tank right here. It kind of makes it a trade though in this situation, doesn't it? could have moved him up a little bit, but yeah. He's gonna jump in and for sure finish up with the jar. I'm hoping he brings out another undead phobie in some way. That's interesting. He would have definitely had a massive return though. I don't really see the problem with that play at all, in my opinion. Let's bring out some flight. That would be nice. Kind of just get my boy protected a little bit. I feel like he can eat a good bit. Not sure he can eat too much though, so we're gonna be wary about the type of damage we allow him to take. I feel like that's what they were trying to do with the 1v1 matchmaking, how you can like add your friends and stuff and start it out at all level 1. But they need to have like classic challenges as well, where there's kind of like more, there's a more systematic approach with that kind of thing. He could definitely take this guy out though. Oh no, interesting. There we go. He's way up on the keys, just being honest with you. I have no problem with that though. I have no problem with anything he's been doing.
Taught and retaught as sure as torture. Those that fear you make you stronger.
Okay. Okay. We could just go. And let him do his thing, because we know he's gonna go for the poison. Wait, hold on, why didn't I thought I had this key down here hit. It's kind of weird. I think I'm gonna go in with a Hevo though. don't know what I want to waste for my last couple keys. Definitely gonna go for the cob. Try to heal that boy up as much as possible. Smart. Right, I feel you. I feel you on that move right there, my boy. Well, hold up. There we go.
Fine retort.
Interesting. Interesting. You know, I never play with the Wiggy. It'd be kind of cool to throw him out just because. Let's try to prevent him from really coming up here with that creep though. If at all possible. Y'all don't give me a hard time, man. Like honestly, there's no fucks given at this point. Like I really haven't been fully into sweating and trying hard for the last couple weeks, man. Like I know last weekend I was kind of doing my thing, but there's reasons for that stuff, dude. Sometimes I feel it, sometimes I want to put in some work, but most of all, like I kind of just play to play and talk to y'all. Just to have something going on. I don't necessarily feel the need to stress about winning or losing at this point. No, it would have been much more apparent to go after the siege, though. Like my boy's over here, well positioned out. Gotta be honest with him. Gotta give him his props. Good throwaway. You know, I kind of realized with the amount of health that this guy gets, maybe he's not like the worst 7 cost in the game. I feel like he does have a bit of a problem though, because 7 keys is just a lot for a lot of the I mean the higher level phobies probably do give him a hard time. But I used to use Sparky a lot with some of the stuff that we would typically see. I never saw him as much of a there we go. About time you finish this one out. It seems like it's just taking him a minute. How many games do y'all think that is? That's like 4, right? We should be getting really close to the coffee. Maybe I'll have enough time to keep it going. Just for a little bit longer. We could do 6, 16, 17, 18. There's just no way I'm just gonna be able to throw away a bunch of matches just to get up there. It's just not gonna happen. That's another thing too. Like I don't get how they think people have enough time to play 100 and like something matches in a week. We don't have it, dude. We just do not have it. And throwing away matches is not helping. I need my farm, so I don't want to throw these away. But it's like I would much rather go for something with a bit more incentive, if we're being honest. Yeah, that's true. You could just win quicker. The blue gecko, I feel like I go against him a lot. Not even gonna lie. He has some type of like rivalry with me, bro. It just happens like that. Not to be that guy, but I really feel like I just want to ignore this voodoo doll at this point. Oh, that's devastating. Okay. Kind of broke my heart in two. Well, I guess we're going after a tractor then, bro. Bye-bye, tractor. Oh, really? Wait, what do you mean by a GM? Like Grandmaster? Or like actual GM? Because I kind of take you serious when you say stuff like that, JB. Oh, okay. Makes sense. I've seen a couple of his matches, though. Like, I'm aware of who he is. I'm very aware of who he is. Nah, I feel you. Simple enjoyer. Simple enjoyer my ass, my boy. Like, I see your matches on the leaderboard. Sometimes I like to watch other people play whenever I'm just on my downtime, since I don't get a whole lot of time to play as it is. But you know, it's just one of those things. It's just one of those things, man. No big deal. Oh. Very humble, isn't he? I mean, anybody who's good at something would be humble about it. They would have nothing to prove, you know? Let's go ahead and try to get to another arena match after this little lineup right here. Make that happen real quick. I feel like if I just spend my Sundays trying to rack up on the matches, I won't really have to worry much about, you know, Monday through Thursday. Because I typically spend that with family after work. And then on top of that, like, my brother needs help with homework a lot, and he's kind of bad, so he gets in trouble in school. Sharon, man, Sharon. You see him a lot on this map. How do y'all feel about Honey Bear on this map? Interesting. That lockdown, my boy. That lockdown, something serious. Let's get rid of this guy if we can. And we can. Oh, we cannot. I mean, we can, but I didn't really want to waste his ability. That's annoying. There's like no way to take him out, bro. 18. Yeah, it happens to me sometimes. I mean, especially since I didn't play in almost a year. I tend to take my time a little bit, man, which isn't always the best idea. But you know, sometimes, man, you gotta do what you gotta do. That's so annoying. So annoying, he's just off by 4 HP, you know? It just goes to show I really need to level up my phobies more. Personally, I don't even feel like his ability's worth that, dude. I really don't. I really don't. Noxious would be so nice. I remember when the game first came out, it was one of those things where a lot of people didn't recognize what it was about. Like, especially back then, it was definitely more so well-rounded because everybody didn't have the tremendous decision-making that they have now. Yeah, trying to mess with that guy just isn't gonna happen. Let's just be honest. It's just not gonna happen. I wanted it to happen, but it's just not. It's just not gonna happen, dude. It's no big deal. We don't need it to. But it's just one of those things, man. It's where you kind of back away from certain stuff. It's why I really got into Marvel Snap a whole lot, because it's more RNG based. You can kind of fly through the matches. If you lose, it's kind of like, so what? But losing a match on here after playing for 30 minutes is Really devastating. I hear a lot of complaining, but I don't think the game is much to complain about, if that makes sense. Like, sure, people want new phobies. Sure, they want to be able to, like, acclimate to different changes, but it's not necessarily a bad thing to have to put more into perspective. Like, if you want change, you have to kind of quit overestimating the whole transition. Like, as a whole, the game has its quirks. It's gonna be a bit of an underlining gap, regardless how you want to see it. Let's go ahead and shut it all down, man. Let's shut it all down, dude. I mean, yeah, like, it's good content. Like me and your match, JB, I'm gonna put it up in a video. I do, I call it Blast from the Past when I kind of, what's the best phrase for this? Judge the matches as a whole, you know, like going back. It's really fun to look at it like that because you get to have more of a intimate exchange with people. I personally enjoy that type of stuff. Only a level 6 too. This is why I don't use Thunder Rock so much, because he is strong in a lot of aspects, but he needs to be leveled up. Why don't we go ahead and do that now? Try to go through and level up certain phobies, make stuff a little cleaner. My XP used to be in the millions, but I kind of dropped down by just cleaning up a lot of my lower level phobies that I don't necessarily use at all. That's why I tell people, man, you should worry less about winning or losing and more about your exchanges, trying to get your XP, get your tiers, like, just have fun playing the game, man. Like, I've spent a little bit of money on the game, but I quit kind of focusing on stuff like that because of the fact that there's not really much to gain from it. You can keep whatever perspective you want. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna be enough for that guy if I try to rush in. So we're not gonna do that. I don't even like using Kaboom unless it's like for a neat exchange and I'm already in the lead, which we are not at this point. We need somebody to get up there, not take their time either. It's kind of Murder Wing's the only one that does that for us. Yeah, like I said, man, it's been a climb to try to catch up to a lot of the people that were ahead of me, but it was more than my blunder, dude. It was also my phobie choices as well. This stuff really matters when you think about it. You absolutely need to critique yourself about the certain decisions you make necessarily. You can't just pull out a phobie because he looks cool, you know? I tend to lean towards trap phobies a little bit more often than I should, which, if I'm being honest with you, I try to learn from that mistake. But if I can help it, man, I will think smart. Towards the end, I kind of recognized that no positional advantage would really counter the key climb. Like, you made really smart choices with the type of phobies you pulled out as well. Level can impact it, but even more so, it's all about your decision making. Like, sometimes people just, and by people I mean me, I'm people deciding that you know, this phobie is gonna do this for me, and that's kind of where I'm looking at. But you know, I'm gonna put this guy over here and go ahead and smack this dude up because he's annoying.
Poison is such a sweet sorrow.
If he wants to waste Smiley for my 6, he can, but I'm not feeling it, my boy. Like, Oopsie Baby, man, he's one of my favorite, but he's not the best, you know? Yeah, that's typically why I like trap phobies, because they do make a huge difference. Mechanical and undead are probably my favorite, though. That was the whole point of the thumbnail, was to start having a change in pace. Try to do just undead only, but I believe I'm gonna change the thumbnail. I'm really not feeling the idea, especially since I'm getting clobbered the way I've been getting clobbered. So let's see. He decided not to move up at all, which is interesting. He could very well take this guy out, but it would take a lot of repositioning to do so. There we go. I'm more comfortable with this positioning right here. Yeah, did you post a short or a video on the channel? Because that does sound pretty interesting, if I'm being honest with you. Huh. Interesting. Let's see what we can do right here. Just to see, man. Just to see. Just for fun. You know what I mean, dude? Oh, wrong shot. He's way too high. Yeah. Yep. Not gonna work. Open with a Moffat meme. You're crazy with the Moffat meme, so like, that's already known. You know what I mean? Just crazy with him. I'm gonna make this guy kind of regret rushing forward the way he is, though. I think I'm gonna kind of just sit still for a minute, do a little shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. We could probably take this guy out, but I feel like the rush would mess us up quite a bit. Oh, on your game. Okay, we're definitely finna check that out. If you put a star on it, that sounds like kind of my type of investment, you know what I mean? Oh, I've won against Chomp a couple times. I feel like he overthinks a little bit though. That's why I haven't really had any crazy. Who'd you go against, JB? Gabito? No. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. A jailbait gambit, right? Is it the first one? The 14 turns? Oh, I want to see this one anyways. Because I hate this map. My opening going second is typically throwing the murder wing up top and then bringing out a 1 or packing. Oh man. Those of you who don't know, JB is hilarious with the okay, a little snowball action. I like it. He's hilarious with the muffin top memes, guys. Even against me, this man is throwing a muffin out, and it's been 4 HP away from giving me exactly what I need. It's something interesting. So my boy Esu, whatever, is going crazy with the Quagmire plays off gate. So we got the 95 and 29 with the 435. We got a crazy 12 and 45. You already know that's 74 and 74. We're not going to worry about the one cost like that though, but 29 and 54 is where it's at. And then we got the 45 and 61 on that A-wall, man. Pretty stacked, pretty stacked. I fuck with it. I fuck with it. I do like the map's kind of theme. I just don't like that it's annoying to deal with. Just being honest. Quagmire's rushing up through the middle, makes sense. Now we see a Voodoo with 19 and 51 and a Stairmaster with 16 and 69. So we're really going for this high damage performance. People want to ignore the Voodoo at this point. One of my favorite 3 costs, if I'm being honest. I like how you're sticking with the bottom. Early jar cannon. We do see an early jar cannon. That is going to be a 59 and 31. Fairly decent level jar, my boy. Fairly decent. That 15 is crazy. Interesting. There's nothing he can do about the jar cannon right now. We got the Sucky coming out with a 18 and 41. That's a fairly high level Sucky as well. Yeah, JB wanted me to check out the muffin meta. He's got something interesting going on right now. Just popping out with some strikes. I kind of mess with it. Yeah, I appreciate that, Silver. How you doing, man? What's your wife cooking you tonight, man? I'm over here making baked spaghetti. Yeah, we do have to check out that hearth health real quick, but right before we do, we got that 95 and 95, man. Really crazy. 36 and 300. There's no saving you. There's no saving you, Esway. Eswee. You're a gonzo bonzo, dude. That's just how it is. He's all the way out the game right now. He's kind of stuck. He's got to figure it out. There's one way to do it. There's one way to do it on this map, apparently, right? And this is rush for the heart. Is that what you're telling me, JB? My boy jailbaited him. He kind of took him out of the equation all the way, dude. Did a little, oh my gosh, bro. My favorite one key, the 46 to 63. That man is spazzing on him. Yes, of course, Hakune. I love it. I love traps. Gotta love the traps. Hey, man, tell me, JB, what is up with you and Morty? Why do you love Morty so much? You are crazy with the Morty. Nah, I've only won like 2 games on that map. I recently ran into that map and I had no idea what to do with it. You want a trap game? Is that on you, Hakune? So I'm gonna have to check you out real quick, man. Go ahead and look at it. Look at it. You know what I mean? I see a Medibot over here, kind of chilling right now. I vibe with it. It'd be nice to clean up some people. They went for the 4, so I would like to clean out his 4. It doesn't look like it's gonna happen though, but we could try though. We can try. If there's a will, there's a way. And it looks like there's a will, man. Looks like there's a will and a way, dude. Oh my god, so close. So what I'm gonna do, sadly, I'm gonna use my buff. Hate using it, but we're just gonna use it anyway. What we're gonna do, since we know my boy Ermatic has got the mega sleep, the mega sweep. Baba, Jeeves, and Ivy. You know, Baba, you know, Jeeves is my favorite phobie in the game. So I'm definitely gonna have to see what this is about. For cash money, hey baby, you know what it is. This is what we do. This is how it is, and this is where we go. That fire ant just messed me up, though. Not gonna lie. All right, look. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go check them out. Should I just go for the leaderboards? Probably. Probably. Nah, I'm just gonna type your name in frenemies, bro. It's a whole lot easier. I forgot how to do it. There we go. I forgot how to spell your name too. Hold on. Bear with me. Okay, let's see. My boy is a level 92. Look at him up there with that gruesome. That man has played over 4,000 matches. I see this Baba right here. You went against Claws. I went against Hyper before in Alien. It's been a while since I faced Dragon. I kind of want to see this though, man. Async matches, I love them. I really do love async matches. This is one of my favorite maps too, man. Especially a Heartbreaker. This is such a fun map. All right, before stuff starts getting turned, we know we got the grave with the 15 and 56, and we got the 15 and 55. That's kind of wild, man. It's got to be really close on the leveling system right there. You know, we ignore the one causes. They're irrelevant. They do not matter. We don't go for the stats on that one. I guess we can go for this one. That 71 and 31 is pretty nice. We don't want to ignore that. We see the innocuous coming out, though. One of my favorite phobies. And the alien origin, at least. We got that innocuous with the 77 and 54, 71 and 31 on the man, Bachelor. Bachelor's queet, man. He's queet. He's queet with it. He's clean and he's slick. He's queet. I'm trying to tell you. We see another innocuous popping on out. We'll look at his stats in a minute. I don't want to stop the game like 50,000 times just to make stuff happen. Okay. Now that we got some stuff going on, we got the 62 and 32, we got the 77 and 54. Oh man, that is a high level innocuous right there. 11 and 55. We got the 19 and 62. Pretty crazy on the Venus, man. I didn't know the health gets that high. That's really crazy. Hey man, JB, you already know what it is, man. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay loved, and stay gold, baby. And we are definitely gonna link up soon. We'll make something happen. You know how it is. Appreciate you for sticking around, dude. It meant a lot. You definitely carried the conversation. I don't like to spit out chat every 15 minutes, to be real with you. I try to avoid the word. You know how it is. It's probably the first time you've ever heard me say the word. So I'd rather, there's just a lot. I don't want to sound like a robot, man. Everybody kind of says the same stuff nowadays. Now, we can only assume that there's definitely poison traps all over this side right now. He has hit him with under the bottle cap, of course. I doubt he bottle capped it. Maybe he did, but I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. If he bottle capped it, it's a little predictable. I don't see it happening. That Gonzo Bonzo is pretty interesting, though. We got a Baba Yaga as well with the 19 and 66. We got the 18 and 56 and the 42. Pretty wild, man. Pretty wild. Don't forget about the 69 on them traps. Those traps are huge. Them traps hit, and they do not quit. They are something serious. We got the boss battle coming on out. That's going to be pretty crazy, to be honest with you. Pretty crazy. I'll check them out in a minute. We ain't going to sit there and run through and start spazzing out with it. We see the statue placement. Love to see it. Only thing that's going to worry me, though. There he is. There's the Jeeves. See, I know for a fact he's going to AoE that statue. Okay, there we go. Don't scare me like that. The AoE is no joke. He could smack it all day, but that's not going to do anything for you, my boy. He's going to try to snuff this trap right here. If I'm not mistaken. That's why I went ahead and repositioned first. If I was him, I would go towards the lower part of the map, though, and start really trapping that out. So we see Jeeves coming on out, 28 and 56. Let's not forget about that boss, though. That big boss is 29, 55, and 41 with the 139 on the base attack and 278 for 2 turns. It's pretty beefy, man. He's pretty beefy. What level is this boss? So he's a level 14. Interesting. We got the Ermatic, our big boy Ermatic, 25 and 54 with the 68 on the bees, baby. That's how we do. Big boy bees. Big boy bees, indeed. He's trying to finish out that statue as he should. Now he's going to start trapping out that bottom as he should. Fire Ant, man. Fire Ant is really coming on out right now. We see the trap explosion at 28 and 43 with the 145 on that fire base. 21 and 29 on that picnic table, boy. That's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. I could have sworn you already used this. Has he just been out for a while? I mean, he is 154 right now. Been doing his thing. A little dance, a little shimmy, shimmy, yay, shimmy, shaw. Love to see it, love to see it. Everybody's kind of dancing right now. Just let them know what it is and what it ain't, what it isn't. For real, making stuff happen. As he should. As he should. He's making stuff happen right now, though. Kind of covering up that left side pretty well. Got a little stretch with the flex, man. Hakune's still sitting with 10 keys in the pocket. This whole positioning is well-rounded as well. So we know that he's going to start popping traps up here at some point. Maybe even in very interesting ways. But if they start battling over the stem point, I will not be surprised. Let's see Tickles coming on out, making his debut. Love the animation. Had to grab some tea. Hey, man, where's mine? I hope it's sweet, though. I don't deal with the devil's tea, man. Yes, sir. He's coming on around, making it happen just like that. We see the AoE out front. Pretty interesting. I'm curious to know why you didn't bottle cap that. I feel like the bottle cap would have been huge. That's why we read the bachelor stats. That 312 is kind of crazy.
How devious of you. Now let's lure them in.
Still not seeing any new phobies yet. Everybody's just kind of chilling, trading out. What a long match. And this is async or arena? That's my question. We see some nice positioning from both sides, though. Really going for it with that positioning, man. It's looking really good. Man, this must have... Do you remember how long this match was? This seems like a really long match. What a stretch. I love the traps covering the middle. Huge flex. Okay. I don't see what Ted could really do in a situation like this, though. He'll just get stomped on by a 1 key. Look at the dynamic of this. Your opponent really forced himself forward. You could tell his patience was running thin. Still sitting on 48 too. Which is crazy. He had major control right now. I feel like he's going for your traps too. Like purposefully. I commend your patience. Letting that Ted survive for now. What a block. It's still gonna trigger that trap though. Interesting, interesting. Y'all are playing just wild. Good push. Which is why I was curious if last round there was a reason why you didn't want to go up with your Inoculus beside Jeeves and throw the shot off. But it wouldn't have really done anything anyways. Smart plays though. That was definitely the fire ant trap as well. Wow. He's not respecting your traps though. Interesting. Good switch up. We see Smiley finally popping on out. We got a 25 and 53. I like the play with the jar. There's absolutely nothing he can do about it. Okay, I see what he's doing. Sadly, there's nothing Smiley can do about the situation that it's in. It's just gonna be in a rough spot regardless.
Trip a trap and punk a phobie. This battle's turning something unholy.
Yeah, it definitely is unholy right now. Our boy ain't wrong about that one. Look at the little shimmy. Dancing right around that. It's like you knew it was there. You were dancing right around that too, just perfectly. I wonder if they're gonna be able to... Oh, he kind of rushed in right there. That's bold. Nothing you can really do about it though, seeing as how he's stacked, so he might take a little bit of damage, but that's it. Oh, here it is. This is huge. Oh, it's all love. Just play it calm. It seems like it. I'm lost. I am lost too, my friend. Don't be worried. How do you know where his traps are? So basically, with the trap positioning, that's why he's using Jeeves for the most part up top. It makes it to where there's only certain areas the traps are really going to be at. This guy's really applying pressure though, man. I want to see how you get out of this tough situation right here. Ah, I get it. It's a heart game. Keeping him away from your heart while you rush his. Interesting. Yeah, he's not looking good right now on the heart health at all. Not much he's going to be able to do about it either. He did a good block. You still got to take him out. It's just impossible. There's no way. Too much experience. Dude, Tank, you're just... This is why you're that guy. You're just that guy, you know? This is why JB says you're the Grand Master, man. You really just made me want to play some games, dude. Not even gonna lie, you really got me feeling pumped right now. This guy's rushing in, as he should. As he most definitely should. 337, he is at 229. That is not a bad position to be in, my guy. We can make stuff happen right now. Let's bring out the jar. Well, hold on. Let's be patient. We know we want the jar out. Like, that's obvious. What's he looking like? Let's wait to see who we want to shoot with the jar. He's at 17. Go ahead and poison this guy. Hit him with that curse. We're looking good, man. We're looking good right now. We could bring out somebody else too if we wanted, but I don't really see the point at this time. I think we should just play it slow. What do y'all think? Do you think that he rushes in right now? Do you think he rushes in? He's gonna try to go for Inoculus. That's obvious. It'd be nice to take this guy out like ASAP. Like ASAP Rocky with it. I'm gonna stand right here. I hope he realizes there's really no saving right now. Mistakes were made, my boy. Mistakes were just made. All there is to it. Bada boom, bada bing. Now everybody's tore up. We got to sing, boy. Well, I believe you, Arnhem. Trust me, I've seen his matches. He's definitely out there. Definitely one of those guys, you know what I mean? Definitely one of those guys. You know, some would say he's that guy, but you know. I don't know what I want to do in this situation. Maybe I want to go right here. Maybe I don't. Maybe I just want to kind of wait because obviously I'm going to start making flaws. We've got 1 hour and 30 minutes left to go. I say we play a match, and that's going to be that. That is going to be that, my boy. We're on a fairly decent map. There's certain maps that I'm just not acquainted with. This is one of them. But it does not mean we're not going to get to know it, right? Because if we don't get to know her, we have to end up so. And one way or another, we got to find out what she's about. If he keeps playing, he's gonna end up in the long haul. So this guy right here, this guy's at 84. He's pretty slow with it, you know what I mean? We could hit him with the creep right now. It'd hurt him. It would most definitely hurt him. He don't have enough damage to hurt me. I'm gonna go with a 1 cost as well. We'll say Contortio. Kind of put him right there so he's well rounded, can go wherever he needs to. Right. I can feel you there. We see the 17 and 49 on that Minotaur, man. Not bad, not bad. He's gonna keep himself safe right now, which is a fairly decent game. We're gonna reposition just a little bit. Let's go for some range, man. Range is kind of where it's at. We could go all the way up, kind of chill up here. Wouldn't really be a problem. I don't mind taking it slow though and easing up. As I should. How do y'all feel about a bit of a pressure here coming up? I like what he did with the con man. Con man's big chilling right now. See the draw with the 53 and 27. He's sitting now. He's not sitting too good right now, mate. He's not sitting too good. Can't lie. I don't really just want him to keep on hammering away at me, though. So we've got to do something about his pressure. I feel like Quagmire isn't a bad idea. If I stack 2, kind of bring out Quagmire next turn. He's doing well about holding the tempo. Yeah, he's gonna heal up. Make him waste that 1 key. We're 1 for 1 right now. I like the pressure. I think I'm gonna do something interesting though. Instead of going expensive, we can go cheap. Tag these guys out. I really want to hurt him if he comes close. Because I have a feeling he's going to try to eat this guy and this guy at the same time. I want to punish him for it. If he does. I don't want him to get creep for free. Definitely not. Okay. Let's take this 3 out. I fill him with the sheep, not gonna lie. Wish I would have had my siege right now. Oh, it's not enough. Well, we can punish him still. I like the way we just punished him right there. So if he wants to come in with the sheep, he can. It'll be a 4 for a 4 and his 3's pretty hurt. Now we got control. Yep, there we go. Oh, wow. Have to use his ability right there. 18's a lot of damage to try to fork through. I'm not sure that we can. We can attempt to. Oh, wow. That's terrible. Why'd you surrender? I don't understand. It wasn't really that much of a problem, right? He was pretty frustrated. Oh, wow. We're a minute before 6:30, man. I wanted to... See, that match shouldn't have ended early like that. It's kind of tough. I don't like to see that. It's one of those things, though, I guess, man. We'll have to let things be what they are, though, because I do not have the time, guys. I'm sorry about that. I appreciate everybody that came out, man. We got some new viewers out here. Hakune, you were pretty interesting to see your match, man. I'm going to have to start checking out some more of that gameplay. It was a little long for the gameplay, but, you know, I messed with it. The ones that didn't speak, you know, feel free next time, you know, come and chat with us. Let me know what you think about the game and what you want to see done differently. I know the thumbnail was a little misleading. I'm going to go ahead and change that and the title for future reference. Use that as a interesting segment for another time. I love the Undead Army saga, though. It's going to be something that's going to really bring some attention to what we're trying to get done, you know what I mean? But for everybody that knows what we do and how we do it, what it is, what it ain't, and what it isn't, make sure you hop up in here and let's explore, guys. Stay blessed, stay loved, stay humble, please stay safe. A lot's going on right now. I just want to make sure everybody's doing what they need to do to improve themselves. Growth is important. We don't like stagnant water. Stay safe. Always, man. Always do that. Just please, okay? And most importantly, guys, stay going. Until next time. Peace.